Good morning and Jai Hind students. I am Kanchan, your English teacher. This time I have taken the chapter The Interview Part 2. So in part first you have read about the poets, writers who didn't like being interviewed and who didn't like any interview because they thought that it is like murder, it is like crime, they didn't like. And in second part there is a interview of Umberto Eco, who was a professor, also novelist, and then Mukund is here interviewer and he has taken his interview. So this is about this. Mukund, the English novelist and academic David Lodge once remarked, I can't understand how one man, means he's talking about Umberto Eco, how he manages to do work. Mukund is saying, yes, I also think about that. Then Umberto Eco says, and then Mukund asked about which thing. Umberto Eco says that now that is more difficult to explain. I have some philosophical interest, and he said that I use this philosophical interest, academic work, and then I mix up things in my writing, and then I have a secret. Did you know what will happen if you eliminate the empty space? Then he is talking about the time which he uses while he waits for someone. So he gives examples like I am waiting for you and you are there in lift, and at that time I just take time to complete my work, to write something. So Mukund is here asking about it, and it is a marked departure from a regular academic style which is invariably depersonalized and often dry and boring. Now Umberto Eco says, when I present my first doctoral, and he is saying about when he went Italy, and then he was there appreciated that he uses informal way of writing, informal way of expressing his views, and then they asked about it, and then he says at the age of 50, even today I use this way of describing something. I remember that my dear friend Ronald, then he says about being essayist and being a novelist. So he says that my friend was Ronald Barthes, and he was frustrated being an essayist, but when he was a novelist later, he was satisfied with his work. Then Mukund is asking, talking about novels, from being a famous academic, you went on to becoming spectacularly famous after the publication of the name. And this interview is based on his creation, the nature of the rose, that was his novel, and it was so popular that millions of copies were sold. So Umberto Eco made correction over 40, and then they talked about this name and fame, and what did he think the basic reason of the popularity of this novel. Then he said, no, I don't know that why this novel has become so much famous. The name of the rose has been sold like 10 and 15 million copies, and he said that this is a mystery. He said nothing, and he said only this is mystery, because the style is same, and I do my work as I do. I spend my time on watching television, emergency room, like these are serials which he said that he watched. And then, could the huge success of the novel have anything to do with the fact that it dealt with the period of medieval history? That then he said yes, it is a mix up of all these things, but he said it is mystery only. So it is this second part is basically based on the interview where Mukund is interviewer and Umberto Eco is being interviewed, and about his novel, which was named as The Name of the Rose. So this is about the second part of the chapter, the interview. I hope you would have understood. Thank you and Jai Hind.